it's Anastasia, and in this video I want to talk to you about the CELTA, which stands for the Certification of English Language Teaching to Adults. I'm going to cover a lot of things in this video, and I've provided a table of contents kind of thing in the description box. So if you don't want to, you don't have to watch the whole video. You can just sort of pick and choose what parts of the CELTA you want to know about. Well, before we keep going with this video, let's take a look at what my fellow CELTA course takers said about the course right after they took it.
The instructors on the course were amazing. I felt like I got constant feedback, and it was really helpful feedback that I could use immediately.
When you're here, you're actively seeing the trainers teach, you see your peers teach, you really learn so much.
You're in like a really interesting group and a really like different mix of people, like different ages, different backgrounds, different teaching experience, and it's really interesting to see how people develop and like to be involved in a dynamic group like that.
I did a TEFL course before this, and that really didn't help me out that much. There were 2 days and it was just working in groups within the class, not with actual real students.
It was very challenging, but also very rewarding. Learned a lot and stopped and made me rethink methods that I had used previously in the classroom, so that was really valuable.
It was just a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
If you take a day off, you're gonna think the next day, man, should have been working.
You really have to be prepared for it. When they say it's going to be a commitment, it's not something where you're going to go explore, and you're here to work. And I recommend having some experience or a strong desire for teaching.
I wanted to keep traveling, and since I had the experience, I thought that the CELTA would be crucial for me to move forward with my life. Like, I knew in the foreseeable 5 years of my future, that's what I would want to do. So for me, it was a great investment. 1,600 bucks, done, worth it. 10 out of 10, would do it again. The reason why I chose the CELTA over the TEFL is because I've heard really good things about it. I heard that you got great training, and at the end of it all, you get certified by Cambridge. And I liked the idea of getting my certification from one university that is well acknowledged all over the world. I guess the drawback to getting a CELTA is it's only particularly recognized in Europe. For some reason, people in Asia don't really know about the CELTA. The TEFL brand is much more high profile in Asia. So if you have a country in mind where you want to teach, research that country and make sure that what you're going to take aligns with the country. Even though it says adults, it's pretty much interchangeable with the TEFL. So you can use the CELTA to teach people of any ages, really. I went through a company called the International House. Apparently it's been around for almost 30 years. I got mine in Bangkok. Now, the reason why I got mine in Bangkok was because when I looked at all of the tuition prices, Bangkok was the cheapest. Tuition was $1,600. I compared these prices to places like Vietnam. I think Vietnam was like $1,800. I also looked into the International House in London, and that was £1,600. So it's like almost doubled. I think they're awesome. Out of 5 stars, I would give it like a 4.5. I had such a good time taking the CELTA. First and foremost thing that I loved about the program were the trainers. Both my trainers had like a decade of experience each in teaching English, and they'd taught in multiple countries around the world. So the CELTA tries to teach you the communicative method of teaching. So instead of just like lecturing to students, they want you to really try to gauge what the students already know about something, draw it out, and then use that in activities. So the students don't feel like they're just being like lectured, because they think that, you know, language is such an active process. You have to practice it in order to be able to do it. So the idea is to give the students the students, to give the students as much time practicing as possible. Especially if you have taught, it's kind of really fun to explore. So in the CELTA, you can fail. You can have spent all this money and done all of the work and still failed if you are not up to standard. And then there's pass. You get the certification. Woo! And then there's three different grades of passing. There's just like pass, and there's like a pass B, and then there's like a pass A, and it's like, woo, you're like amazing, or whatever. So how you get your grades and how you get assessed is throughout the 4 weeks, you're writing your lesson plans, you're making your materials, you're writing your assignments, and all of that gets compiled into this big binder. And your trainer gives you a provisional grade, so what they think you deserve, what kind of grade you deserve. So this binder and this report gets sent to homies in Cambridge who are assessors, and they assess your shiz, and they will either be like, okay, yeah, she deserves this grade, or like, no, based on, you know, the things that we've seen in the portfolio, they don't deserve this grade, or whatever. And then you get your certificate, da da da, and you have your certificate, and you can move on and teach the good people of Earth English. The CELTA was so hands-on, you got so much time with students. I'm not sure what the deal is with the Thai government, but they have a lot of refugees and asylum seekers. We had people from Iran, Pakistan, Thai people, Vietnamese people, some Chinese people, just a smorgasbord. Oh, we had a Mexican lady who was super nice. Anyways, like a smorgasbord of students, and I thought that was really interesting because all of my students in Korea are either the same age, they all speak the same language, all of the anticipated problems with their pronunciation and things that they don't understand, like I already knew, because it's pretty much the same, you know? But here you are, you're mixed in, and everybody has different accents, they have different things that they're confused with, and it was quite challenging. The material isn't hard, it's pretty easy to understand, but what makes it difficult is how crazy dense your schedule is. So you might have like 2 lessons a week, but the planning is crazy. It's an exercise in thoroughness. Like your lesson pages are like 3 pages long, and then you have to like analyze all of the vocabulary or grammar that you might be teaching. And on top of that, if you are weak in grammar, you're gonna have to like spend extra time teaching yourself that grammar, and then trying to find ways how to teach your students and what material you want to use. So it can get like pretty hectic. So if you are thinking about taking the CELTA, the month that you take it, make sure you have no distractions in your love life, you're not sick, no one has passed away, like you are in the sanest state of mind, because you will need it. You've got to be comfortable with speaking to a big group of people, because you've got your students, there may be 9 of them, and then you have your fellow trainees, maybe 5 of them watching you, and then you have your trainer who is writing down your every move and evaluating you as you teach. So the pressure is on, and you've just got to have that in the back of your mind. But it's so good, like they throw you in the deep end and you've just got to paddle. If you have no experience at all, read a couple one choice teaching book. The one that we were suggested to read is Learning Teaching, which I have down below, by Jim Scrivener. My fellow trainees were awesome. The most important thing that I will say about your fellow trainees is work together. Try to send tendrils of like teamwork ship. I mean, obviously your work has to be your own, including the assignments and stuff, but you know, other people might have different experiences from you and can really help you and give you advice. I think it's a really good opportunity for you to network, because the CELTA is such an international certification. Like, you take your CELTA so you can travel and teach and make money while you're traveling at the same time. So keeping that in mind, make sure you've got your network face on. I cannot say for you whether the TEFL or the CELTA is better, but I decided to take the CELTA because of where I was in proximity to a very good CELTA center. But if there is a place near you that provides like a TEFL course that is cheaper and more convenient for you, then I say take it. Phew, that was a really long video. Anyways, if you like this video and if you like me, you should totally check out my other videos. I've also done like a video blog of my day-to-day life in Bangkok as I was doing the CELTA, which you should watch here.
Don't wipe, dude, you dab. Can you film us doing this like Asians?
Okay, so I got my grade back, and if you would like to know what my grade is, I got a pass A, woo! So that's cool. I'm gonna go teach people English now. Bye! Is it true if I said, oh, Alex, I can't go, I'm sick. Am I sick? No. Is it true I'm sick? No. To the gym and when? When did he ask? When were they gonna go to the gym? Later. Okay. But asking someone, do you want to come here with me? That's an invitation. Do you want to go to the gym later? Everyone?
Do you want to go to the gym later?
Good. And what else do you hear here? Do ya wanna go to the gym later?
Do you wanna go to the gym later?
Do you wanna go to the gym later?
Yes, I do. Okay. Moms, but you don't like her child. Okay?
Yes, I want to go.
What are your thoughts so far?
I think she provides a lot of energy to the class. She brings it out of the students, and it's very nice to see, and she clarifies very well with the colours. She's doing very well. Excellent, excellent, right? Excellent.